Hey guys, it's Kat, and this is part 2 to the whole My Daughter's Name video series thing. But this one's going to be the names we almost named her, but didn't, and why. So I'm actually going to be reading off my phone because I wrote it all down in notes so I wouldn't forget because I get kind of scatterbrained. I love some of the more vintage kind of names, or some may call them old lady names. Lee did not like most of them, but we did agree upon one, and that was Beatrice. And the meaning behind it is bringer of joy. However, it didn't seem very fitting. It's simple, sweet, and a cute name, but it's not like a name that's like bam, powerful, like, I don't know. And then if you like put our family names together, it just didn't sound right. Plus, like Beatrice Rodriguez, meh, it just didn't sound right. I also feel like it's more subtle and laid back, and like I said, it's not very bold. And the other name that me and my mom liked, but Lee did not. Oh, and if you're new here, Lee is her father. But it was Cecilia. He didn't like the name. Me and my mom did. I think it's a beautiful name. I also wasn't passionate about it enough to like fight him on it. So we both kind of like unique names. So we liked the name Zara or Zaria. But it felt a little too out there for us, a little too wild. And we liked the name Ivy for the same reason. Plus, he's a Batman fan. I mean, me too. We're kind of a Batman fan family. Wow, that was weird to say. But Poison Ivy, you know, Batman, you get it if you know much about it. Plus, we had a photo shoot 3 years ago, and we took it by, he was in his Batman shirt and I was in green, and then we took it like by this wall thing, and like it was just kind of an ongoing joke about it being Poison Ivy, me being Poison Ivy. Yeah. That's the thing about inside jokes. Even when I try to explain it, you're not going to understand it because it's an inside joke. So that was like the thing, that it would be an inside thing to us, but no one else will get it. Plus, we ultimately came to the conclusion, like the other ones, that it just wasn't fitting. We both loved the name Adriana, which makes sense because that is decently close to Mariana. Like, it has the same, like, flow to it, you know? But we'd already told everyone that her name was Mariana, and we also couldn't come up with, like, names that we liked in place of Adriana. So we have, like, a ton of nicknames for Mariana, but we couldn't think of, like, ones we really liked for Adriana. Before I got pregnant, I had planned on naming my first daughter either Scarlett or Charlotte, but I ended up coming to the point that I like Scarlett over Charlotte, unless there's, like, a reason why I would name my daughter Charlotte over Scarlett. But that's, like, not part of this, so I'm not going to get into that. Lee liked the name, but, like, wasn't in love with it, you know? My mom said it made her just think of the scarlet letter. We also ended up deciding it was a little too trendy for our liking. Plus, it doesn't really fit with his last name well. I did mention this name in my video that's called Baby Names I Love, so I'll link that in the eye. I just wanted to add it into here too. There were quite a few names we determined were too trendy for our liking. We loved the name Eliana, which feels like it's coming up in trend, you know, like getting more popular. Wow, that fits into the pattern of Adriana and Mariana. But we do not care for the name Anna just as is. I mean, not for our daughter at least. So I love names that start with L. I don't know why. So like, or L sounding like Eliana. Lucy, Lena, Layla, and Lena were a few of them. But I also like the names Nina and Mina. But Lee was like okay with them, but like, meh, on edge about it. And again, I wasn't passionate about them enough to like fight him on it, you know? Okay, so the name Peyton was like one of the ones she was very close to being named. I loved it because it wasn't like too feminine or masculine. It's kind of a unisex name, but it's also not like overly popular, at least from what I've seen. Like, I've met a few people to name Peyton, boys and girls, but it's not like overly popular, and I don't have anyone like super close to me named Peyton. The reason we ended up not going with this name was because then I liked the name Peyton Sawyer, and then I was like, that sounds familiar though. What does that sound like? What is that from? One Tree Hill. So once I realized that, I was like, well, Nuggets. Can't name her that because I'm not going to name her the full name of someone from a TV show. Like, it's one thing to have, like, a name similar to someone off of a TV show, but it's another to name the full name something from a TV show. Plus, it also didn't go with his last name very well. There's also like a ton of ways to spell Peyton, but the way I was gonna go with was Paityn. I felt like it was the most feminine looking, but I mean, it's just how you're spelling it, so. I'll go through the top names that were like in the running that didn't end up making it. Mariana Rain Rodriguez or Mariana Camille Rodriguez. Lee liked Mariana Rain Rodriguez. I liked Mariana Camille Rodriguez. And because I said he got to win with the first name and his last name, I got the middle name. So that's why we did that. Plus, he was okay with that being the middle name because he knew how bad I wanted to name her Camila. Obviously, I still love the name Mariana because I am the one who originally came up with it. I'm pretty sure I came up with all of these names. I don't think he came up with a single one. Like the ones he would come up with, I had already said. So then, the one we were going to come up with, if she didn't look like a Mariana, was Chloe. And then Lee liked Chloe Grace Rodriguez, and I liked Chloe Marie Rodriguez. So Marie because it's my middle name, but it's super basic, but so is Grace. So, and Chloe's a pretty common name, and we were going to spell it with a K. But it was just if we felt like Mariana was just like, more so if we needed a name that was so cute, but not like too Hispanic sounding, and more just like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, because there's a different vibe from Chloe than Mariana. Different complexity. So I said in the part 1 to this video that I wasn't going to tell you the names that we liked for like future children, but I kind of gave away that we liked the name Charlie. So I'll go ahead and give away this one. I really like the name Sawyer. So Mariana Sawyer Rodriguez was also in the running, but we both agreed that it just didn't flow. Which, if we're not going to have a name that flows, why wouldn't we just leave it Mariana Jacqueline, you know? And then we both love Sawyer Marie Rodriguez. But it didn't seem fitting for her, but I literally love that name so much, so there's a good chance we could use it one day. And like, someone could steal it. My best friend could steal it, but then she's not my best friend, because then she stole the name that I love. And I would name a future kid that anyways. I also love Sawyer. So Sawyer and Peyton were kind of running up against each other as far as the names. And I chose Sawyer over Peyton, so. But I liked Peyton Sawyer, so. But Sawyer Peyton was not the same feel, you know? So I'm also going to do a part 2 to the video of baby names I love. But this one will be baby names I love but won't ever be using and why. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning about my daughter's name and the process it took for us to get to that point. Bye!